Hello, I'm back and I'm here to answer the question that's on absolutely everybody's lips. Do the new AOS Gitmob models fit in the old world? Let's find out. There was a new Warhammer article on the weekend, dropping around 6 PM Sunday the 2nd of March for those of us in the UK. It previewed the release of some of the new Gitmob models, which will be out this Saturday the 8th of March. We've got a whole load of stuff coming, a boss or a Kicknick model, a bunch of different wolf riders to add to the existing Snarlfang riders, a boss or a wizard on a chariot who are also tempting me in, even a new Doom Diver which I haven't pictured here, and finally these great looking new wolf chariots. Ever since we first got sight of them back before Christmas, I've had my eye on getting some for my Orcs and Goblins Old World army, but I've been wondering, will they actually fit on a square base? So delving into the Ravening Horde's army book to find the entry for the Goblin Wolf Chariot. Helpfully, there are two base sizes listed. You can go with either the 50 by 100, which is the same as an Orc Boar Chariot, or you could go with a 60 by 100 option if you choose to have 3 wolves. I think this is to allow people with the old Grom the Paunch model to run it in the old world, but it might come in handy for some of the new Gitmob stuff we're looking at now too. We shall see. So looking at the sprues then, this one's got all the bits for the main body of the chariot and the wolves on it. It's all numbered up. I got these from a friend, to be honest, so I don't have the instructions with me, but it looks straightforward enough and I think I'll be able to work my way through it. We've got the bar that will connect it to these wolves over here. The wolves are in 2 parts. The heads and the bodies look similar to the Snarlfang riders, which I've already put together a few months ago, so I think we'll be okay. I don't think there'll be too many problems building it up. And a look at the other sprue then, there's loads of goblins on here. It is absolutely chock full of them, 6, 7 of them at least, all with different weapon options, some with cavalry spears, some with bows, there's swords on here, there's shields on here, and there's a goblin that can be built up to steer the wolves as well. So plenty of kit bashing opportunities if you want to do that, but I'll probably just build this one up as a standard wolf chariot. So we can get rid of this round base because we won't be needing that. I've got a rectangular 100 by 50 from Green Stuff World to use instead. The big question is going to be, will the chariot fit on it? Let's find out. A bit of a tool list for when I'm building. I've got these Army Painter plastic frame cutters, a Citadel mold line remover, and then I usually use Tamiya extra thin cement or Citadel plastic glue. All of them have been pretty good. The snips that I'm using from Army Painter allow you to get pretty close to the actual model and snip off just the sprue and the supports around it, so you don't leave yourself too much tidy up work. The mold line remover though from Citadel is really good at getting the rest of that. I mean, I do have files as well for plastic, but I don't really need to use them all that much. I find the mold line remover and the snips, you can do a pretty tidy job without it. And then in terms of glue, I use Tamiya extra thin cement and Citadel plastic glue, depending on what it is that I'm sticking. Anyway, that's enough of me boring you about tools. Let's leave me to it on this chariot and go over and answer another question that I've seen popping up from time to time on the AOS Gitmob models. And that is, how well do the Snarlfang riders fit in Old World? Well, here they are, 5 of them on the 25 by 50 mil bases they need to be for Old World, and they fit comfortably, to be honest. The big question with the AOS models in Old World for me is always, how does the scale look? I've got lots of friends who've nabbed some of the awesome looking models from AOS to run in their Chaos armies, and while they look fantastic, they are also absolutely massive and extremely difficult to rank up in some cases. No such problem here though. These Snarlfang models would rank up easily if I needed them to. I tend to just run them in skirmish as an escort for a shaman, but if you wanted, you could easily get a bunch of these to rank up in a big unit. Obviously it wouldn't be as budget friendly as buying the Old World specific Wolf Riders, but man, I think they look pretty good. So just to help with the scale comparison, I've got some boar boys over here, and you can see that the Wolf Riders are a good size next to them. A little smaller as you'd expect Goblins to be when compared to Orcs, but I think they look good together. Both quite dynamic models, so they don't look like they're from completely different eras. Appreciate people will prefer the aesthetic of the older Wolf Riders, but these Snarlfangs actually look closer in style to the boar boys to me. The older Wolf Riders are just a little bit more static, but you form your own opinions on what you like. I just wanted to show that the Snarlfang Riders do fit and are probably scaled quite a bit better for Old World than some of the Chaos stuff is. So back to building the Wolf Chariot then. I'm going to use this one as a chaff piece for my Troll Horde initially. 53 points with Move 9 and Open Order. It is impetuous, which is a problem, but with that Open Order pivot I should be able to move it just in front of my lines and then turn it 90 degrees away from the enemy so that it won't just charge off on my next turn. I'll probably get all that wrong, but that's the idea anyway. I might be better off just running 5 Orcs in marching column, but that looks silly on the table, and this thing might actually be able to do something every now and again. I can't wait for that battle when it loses combat to a unit of Warhands though, but maybe it'll look a little better doing it. So, getting toward the end now, I'm just making up some of the crew. It has been an easy one to build. There's loads of bits left over for customizing it and the crew how you want to. I think we're getting 2 of these in a box sold separately from Saturday. Hopefully they'll be reasonably priced, and I'll be tempted to pick up a couple more or so, because as you can see here, they do fit comfortably on the correct Old World base size, and I think it'll look really good with the rest of the army when I've got it painted up. So, question answered, will the Gitmob stuff fit in the Old World? Yes, for sure it will. I'll be definitely thinking about getting a couple more of these, and possibly the boss chariot too. For now though, I'll say thanks for watching, and I'll be back to babble on about more Old World again soon. Cheers.